Hello, hi, my dear Resena and Year 10 students. We meet again for our online lesson on topic transport in animals for this week, week 37. Okay, so for this week, teacher is going to cover about the blood clotting action by platelets because for week 36, last week, teacher had covered about the components of the blood together with the elaboration of how each components of blood have their own structures and also functions. Okay, so now let's start for this week. Okay, for blood clotting actions by platelets. Okay, so platelets is one of the blood component. It is very important in blood clotting action. So if you guys are wondering what is blood clotting, it is referring to um, the condition of when you injure yourself, meaning you accidentally cut yourself, and then there will be blood coming up. So to stop the blood from to stop yourself from losing too much blood, your body has to do blood clotting. Okay, so there will be processes that will happen, and then through that processes, um, the blood loss can be stopped, and then there will be formation of the wound. Okay, so let's see how it happens. For platelets, will clump together when tissues are damaged and block the capillaries. The platelets are damaged. The platelets and damaged cells at the wound produce a substance that acts on the soluble plasma protein called the fibrinogen. As a result, it is changed into insoluble fibrin, which forms a network of fibers across the wound. So this is the illustration of how the damaged blood vessel, the artery, okay, the broken blood vessel wall, which makes the red blood cells and other blood components to escape. Okay, so by the time that this happens, your body will sense it by sending a lot of platelets to it to form the blood clots, meaning to seal the wound, to seal the open that happens at the broken blood vessels. Okay. So as a result, it is changed into insoluble fibrin, which forms a network of fibers across the wound. So this is the insoluble fibrin. The red blood cells will become trapped in this network and so form a blood clot. So this is the blood clot. So this is to prevent any further blood loss. Okay. Apart from preventing further blood loss, it also prevents the entry of pathogens into the wound. Because why? Any broken blood vessels will make an easy passage for the pathogens to directly go inside our body, okay, through the cells, so which can be then dangerous for the immunocompromised people. Okay, so these are all the stages that happen in the blood clotting. So in the first stage, whenever there's a broken blood vessels, platelets will attach to the endothelium. It's on the blood vessel wall. So platelets will quickly go and then attach itself to the broken vessel. And then exposure to the air will make enzymes to be released, like the calcium ions and other clotting factors together here. Okay, so this stage actually happens within minutes. Okay, by the time that you cut yourself, accidentally cut yourself, all of these stages will happen. Okay, second stage, the platelets will start to release the fibrin and begin to seal the endothelium. So the fibrin is released by the platelets. Okay, and then the third stage, the fibrin, the network of fibrin will trap the RBC and completely seal the endothelium. Okay, seal meaning closing it with a temporary blood clot. Okay, so these are all the processes that happen. This one's supposed to be fibrinogen. Okay, fibrinogen. It is the inactive form. So fibrinogen, it is soluble. So the platelet has to convert the fibrinogen into fibrin. So fibrin is the one that is insoluble and will help to seal the wound whenever blood clotting happens. So there is one animation that I found in the YouTube which might help you guys to understand this process better. So let's have a look on the process. Okay guys, so I believe that in the video just now there is no um, voices, the narration of the video, but never mind. I will put up the link in the description below this video later on, the link for the video that I used just now. Okay, so for you to understand the video further. Okay, so because I did the screen recording, so the voice didn't record it together. Okay, so that's about how blood clotting happens. So there is two importance of blood clotting. Why your body has to do blood clotting? Why? One is to prevent further blood loss. Okay, because it will be fatal if a human lose too much blood. And the second one, it's to prevent the entry of pathogen. Okay, so you have to remember the two function, the two importance of blood clotting. Okay, next one, the last part for this the last part for this video, transfer of materials between capillaries and tissue fluid. So as the blood enters capillary from arterioles, it will slow down. This allows substances in the plasma as well as oxygen from RBC to diffuse through capillary wall into the surrounding tissues. The capillary wall is thin and permeable. To understand this, you have to know that the blood pressure that flowing inside the artery is very fast, meaning it flows in a very high speed. Okay, by the time that blood is moving from the artery to the capillary, it has to slow down. Why? Because there are some materials that carry in the blood needs to be transferred into the capillary, and then the capillary will make it diffuse to the other organs in your body. Okay, so from artery to capillary, the blood flow is being slowed down. Then from capillary to the vein, the flow of the blood is maintained slow. Okay, no longer going fast again. Okay, so what are the things that being transferred into the capillary? One is the liquid in the plasma. It's passed out together with other nutrients, the oxygen and everything. Okay, this forms tissue fluid will bath the cells. Other than that, other than the useful substances that the blood will give to the neighboring cells and organ, the neighboring cells and organ will give back the waste products to the RBC, so that the RBC can carry it inside the vein to the heart. Okay, so for the body to metabolize or for the body to excrete it. The waste products like the carbon dioxide will diffuse back through the capillary walls into the plasma. Some of the tissue fluid will also passes back. Okay, so these are all for this part. I'll see everyone again for the next part for this week. Okay, so see you.